Right now, Canadian wildfires continue to impact our air quality. We'll explain how our hazy skies will change for the weekend.
Also, a new plan for student punishment. We're looking at how Madison schools could rewrite the rules and what it means for students.
And it is a chilly start to our morning. Temperatures in the 40s, but some warmer weather on the way headed into the weekend.
Good morning, everybody. Happy Thursday. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Leah Lynchide.
I'm Chris Stanford. Kelly Slifka's got your first warn forecast this morning. A little chillier out there today, Kelly Slifka.
Yeah, in fact, some locations 20 degrees colder this morning than yesterday morning. So, yeah, oofta, that is for sure. And definitely grab that jacket. 42 in Basketball. That's the one that's really dropped from where they were yesterday. 47 in Madison, 45 in Dallas. Look at Camp Douglas down to 36 degrees. One of the warmer spots right now at Janesville, sitting at 52, but all of us probably need a light jacket at least this morning. These are the temperature departure from what they were yesterday at 6 o'clock in the morning. We're 10 degrees colder this morning in Madison. Basketball, 20 degrees colder, so need the jacket this morning, but we are expecting the sunshine to warm us up fairly quickly. The air is very dry. That sunshine will continue for the next few days going into the weekend, and we'll see a warming trend back into the 80s tomorrow. We'll probably be in the mid-80s Saturday. That's out ahead of a front that'll develop some showers and thunderstorms. It looks like that'll occur mainly Saturday evening coming in from the north. Temperatures today up close to 70 here at the noon hour, topping out in the mid-70s this afternoon. A very nice day, so no problems on the roads this morning. Need the sunglasses with that sunshine. Maybe a little bit of haze from some of the smoke from those wildfires. So a nice afternoon for us. Headed our way, we'll talk about the warm-up and also that chance of rain for the weekend coming up.
All right, Kelly Slifka, thank you very much. 6:01 happening today. Former President Trump is awaiting news on whether he'll be indicted in the classified documents probe. The DOJ assigning a special counsel to look into whether Trump possibly mishandled classified documents. On Wednesday, a federal grand jury heard from an additional witness. That signals a possible move toward indictment. Now, the probe comes against the backdrop of this ever-growing pool of presidential candidates that Trump continues to lead. 12 in all are running on the GOP side. Former VP Mike Pence, the latest to throw his hat into the ring.
Meanwhile, Wisconsin's former governor and one-time candidate for president has some advice for those candidates. Scott Walker out with a new op-ed in the Wall Street Journal this morning. The opinion piece is titled, "My Lessons for Republicans Running in 2024. In it, he offers the advice that contenders don't just rely on their record, and he says you need to have big, bold ideas on the campaign trail. Those with student loan debt can breathe a sigh of relief this morning. The Biden White House's federal student loan forgiveness program is moving forward. It comes after a congressional effort to squash loan forgiveness that would have halted Biden's program. But the president vetoed that legislation this week. The veto decision is being met with some criticism. Republicans say it's financially unfair. Still, though, the legality of the program is up in the air. It rests in the hands of the Supreme Court. Justices are expected to issue a decision sometime this summer.
By the end of this month, Wisconsin will hit the deadline for passing its state budget, but progress hitting a wall this morning over arguments on how to fund local governments. The Budget Writing Committee is now having to postpone their work today because a deal hasn't been reached between Republicans in the House and in the Assembly and the Senate. Assembly Speaker Robin Vos said he was done negotiating with the Senate, but is now back to the table, offering to pass a clean plan that would remove the major sticking point: how to handle Milwaukee. They want to let that city raise a local sales tax, but Republicans can't agree on the mechanic for how that would work.
We do not get a deal this week. I think we should strip out all of the Milwaukee things, and we will just focus on the balance of the bill.
So that would at least get a good chunk of municipalities funded across the state, but we don't know if all Republicans are on board here.
Yeah, for his part, Senate Leader Devin LeMahieu released a statement late yesterday with the governor on this argument, not the House. He says they've submitted a last best offer to him. We have no details, though, on what's in that offer or if it reflects a compromise with the Assembly. LeMahieu said that the governor has a chance to save Wisconsin's largest city and most populous county from bankruptcy. We hope he takes it. His statement didn't reflect the infighting currently underway. This is crucial local funding that has to pass committee before other kinks can be worked out. And it's a story involving your tax dollars, so we'll continue to follow it. You can keep up over on our Channel 3000 news app.
Okay, a live look at a smoky skyline in New York City this morning. You can see the haze there. Air quality today expected to get worse, both in the Northeast and the Midwest, as smoke from Canada's wildfire continues to head south. Check this out. This is from the New York Times. It's a time lapse that shows the smoke just engulfing the city. It turns orange at one point before it starts to clear up later in that day. The air quality index there is at its worst level since the government started recording it. Sporting events and theater times are all canceled this morning. Masks are making a comeback too, with those levels considered unhealthy for everyone. Now here in Wisconsin, the air quality mostly good this morning with a moderate monitor here in Madison and Milwaukee. That's delineated by the yellow on this map. As we head into the weekend, winds are going to clear out our air even more. But as those fires continue to rage, we could see more advisories in the weeks to come. You know, our First Warn Weather team will stay on top of it for you and bring you live reports right here.
6:05 now. Tributes continue to pour in for a local community leader who passed away this week. The list of leadership roles that Juan Jose Lopez held seems almost endless. He was the first Latino ever to serve on the Madison School Board. He did so for 12 years until 2006. He also served on boards for United Migrant Opportunity Services in Milwaukee and Nuestro Mundo schools in Madison, among others.
He was like an uncle, like a dad, always overseeing and protecting the community, always looking out for the best interest of our community.
Lopez was 64 years old. Funeral services have not yet been announced.
The Madison School Board is considering new rules for how schools respond when kids get into trouble. It all has to do with the district's behavioral education plan.
They're making some minor changes to that now, but as our Braden Ross found out, more significant changes are coming this fall.
You do stupid stuff at school as a kid. It's part of growing up.
Later this month, the Madison Board of Education will vote on several changes to how their schools discipline students.
We're focusing on the kids this year.
The changes include more specific language around drug possession and distribution, fights involving staff, and fake weapons. The proposal would also ban out-of-school suspensions for kids K through 5. The changes will amend the district's behavioral education plan.
The goal of the BEP, although it hasn't always been met, was to stop disproportionality among marginalized groups.
The BEP was first introduced in 2014 in the hopes of abandoning a zero-tolerance approach to discipline in favor of a more nuanced one. It also aimed to address disparities in how students are disciplined, something that board member Nikki Vandermeulen says still hasn't been accomplished.
When you have disabled students at about 14–15%, African-American students at 18%, yet they make up the bulk of these punishments, clearly we're doing something wrong.
Data presented to the board in February showed despite the efforts, Black students and students with disabilities are still overrepresented in out-of-school suspensions. This month's changes are just a small step compared to the near-complete rewrite of the BEP planned for this fall, an opportunity to make the big change Vandermeulen is ready for.
And that's kind of why I'm looking forward to revamping the BEP, because right now we have a very rigid system. And I don't think rigidity is going to help when you're dealing with students who are teenagers.
Braden Ross reporting for us. The board will vote on the current proposed changes at their meeting on June 26th. As far as the rewrite this fall, the district says they're still in the beginning stages, but they are committed to taking a student-centered approach.
All right, the AmFam Championship just one day away from teeing off at University Ridge. Coming up in sports when two of the favorites will be teeing off.
And good morning, everyone. I'm Josh Breiter live in the 608. It is June 8th. That is 608, and we're celebrating big at Hilldale with how you can support local businesses and also give back to the community. Next.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
All right, it is the 6th month of the year, the 8th day of the month. It's 608 Day.
And it's Thursday.
What does that have to do with it?
Well, you didn't know what day it was earlier, so I just want to make sure you got everything
That was
correct.
like 2 hours ago, Leah, and you're bringing that up?
People don't forget.
Well, still, okay, it's a big day. That's what
It
we're
is.
trying to say. 608, a day for you to step up, give back, shop local.
Josh Sprider has all the details. He is live this morning. It looks like you're at that swanky new restaurant at Hilldale there, Josh.
Oh, we sure are, Leah and Chris. Yeah, we're at Amara this morning. You know, we were here right after they first opened, and this is a really special place if you've not been here. And it's special in a lot of ways, but especially today for 608 Day, because they're one of the businesses that is giving back not only today, but really all year round. We'll get to that here in just a little bit, but I want to bring in Jillian Weingart. She's the general manager here at Amara. Jillian, good morning to you.
Good morning. Thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you so much. So you guys have an amazing business here. We featured you right after you first open. How are things going for you so far?
Well, summer kicked us off with a huge bang. Our patio is open, and right behind you actually are these wonderful windows that open to kind of get the breeze in here every single day. So it's really nice, and it's like the Amalfi Coast. So you want that breezy, fresh air coming in. So we kicked off the summer with a bang this year.
Oh my gosh, I love that. And so 608 Day, you guys have a couple of special deals. One, obviously, with the 608 in it.
Yes, so we are doing our fried baby mozzarella for $6.08, and every dollar of that will go to the Dane County, the road home.
I love that. And you guys also are donating every single day with every single order. And how does that work?
Yeah, so we as a staff actually pick an organization every month. We've done the road home before because we obviously love them a lot. It's an organization in Dane County that takes women and families who are suffering from homelessness and gets them out of that situation. They also then stock their apartments or their homes with anything that they may need: pillows, blankets, diapers, and you name it. But we've also donated to more recently the relief funds for the earthquake in Turkey. We donated thousands of dollars to them.
I love that because, you know, obviously you need the business, right? But you're also looking to the community that supports you.
Absolutely. And really, you know, every month we try to focus on something specifically to Dane County or even in Madison as well.
You know, looking to the future here, I mean, you guys are just starting, but you had mentioned kind of that new spirit with Summer Alive. You know, things are always changing. You guys are always adapting. I know you have date nights. You have different options for folks out there.
Yeah, we do. And actually today, we are actually flipping our cocktail menu for new summer cocktails, so you should join us.
Oh my gosh, that sounds lovely. All right, so if people are interested, what are your hours? What do people need to know?
Sure, so we are open every day, starting at 11 a.m. for lunch. On Saturdays and Sundays, it's 10 a.m. for that brunch spot, and then we are open till 10 p.m. on the weekends.
Love it.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Jillian. I appreciate it. Can't wait to come back and visit. If you'd like to learn more about Amara or other local businesses celebrating 608 Day here at Hilldale, you can go to the story at channel3000.com. 608 Day, it's our favorite day of the year, guys. And it's Thursday, like Leah mentioned, but I like to call it Little Friday because we're getting closer to the weekend, right? It's almost the weekend. We're working for the weekend, guys. Get out there and support local this 608 Day.
Great day to do it.
Thursday, too, so you can try out that new drink menu. You don't like that?
Sounds good to me.
You never heard of Thirsty Thursday?
Oh, I've heard of it.
My social friend Chris Stanford over here. All right, Josh Sprider, thank you very much. Remember to let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out to him on social media or shoot him an email for a chance to be featured.
I'll say it was a blast from the past. I hadn't heard that phrase
Thirsty Thursday
in probably 20 years.
Kelly, would you like to partake in Thirsty Thursday today?
I'm always all about Thirsty Thursday, that's for sure. Friday Eve, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, just we're right around the corner here, headed into the weekend. Not going to be as nicey as we've seen the last couple of weekends, but we do have some decent weather headed our way the next couple of days. But it is chilly this morning. Need that jacket here in southern Wisconsin, but at least you're not scraping the windshield like they are up in northern parts of the state where they do have frost advisories up there toward Rhinelander and then into the UP of Michigan with temperatures well in the 30s, 35 in Ironwood, Michigan, Rhinelander at 36. We're sitting at 47, so I guess it could be colder. But we are looking at sunshine that'll continue right through Saturday. It's going to be warming from the 70s this afternoon into the low to mid 80s starting tomorrow going into Saturday. Now, it looks like most of Saturday, at least during the daytime hours, are going to be dry. Saturday evening, we're going to start to see some showers and thunderstorms develop. That'll carry us into Saturday night. And then on the northern side of the storm system developing to our south, we're looking at some cool rain carrying us into Sunday. So if you have one day to pick this weekend, I would make it Saturday. Sunday's not looking that great. High pressure building in from the north. That's what's bringing us the cool air. But we're going to be in that transition. We're going to get back into a southerly flow, and that should bring us some warmer weather. What a beautiful picture, though, as the sun is coming up, the blue skies. Might start to see a little bit of a milkish white develop this afternoon because some of the smoke from the wildfires, but that's mainly aloft. 75 expected this afternoon. Our average is 77. Will be another chilly night tonight, but we're going to warm up quickly tomorrow afternoon. 47 in Madison, 52 in Janesville, but really chilly in Camp Douglas at 37, 38 in Black River Falls. Even across Dane County, we're seeing temperatures vary quite a bit. Starting to warm up. We had some low 40s showing up an hour ago, but it's up to 46 in Stoughton and Oregon. Cottage Grove at 46, 46 in Sun Prairie. Temperatures climbing through the 60s, should be up close to 70 by the noon hour with sunshine throughout the day. Mid-70s, pretty close to our average. Now, Saturday morning starting out dry, and I think most of Saturday afternoon should be dry. We'll start to see that front sinking down to our south. Central areas of the state seeing some showers and storms develop, gradually sinking down into southern Wisconsin Saturday night. Continuing to Sunday morning, it's looking like a cool rain for Sunday. First warm forecast, nice weather the next few days. Going into Saturday, once again, Saturday will be mainly dry. Really, it won't develop until Saturday night into a Sunday. A cool rain with temperatures struggling to get out of the 60s. We do warm up back in the 80s by Tuesday and Wednesday.
The last and only other time Broadhead made it to the state softball tournament, they won it all 19 years ago. This season, they're hoping to repeat history by sticking to a next pitch mindset, one that Steve Krupke hopes his Cardinals use on and off the diamond.
Second hop picks up speed.
For the first time since 2004,
to be honest, this year is crazy with everything that we've done together.
Broadhead softball is heading back to the state tournament.
I don't think it's fully set in for most of us because I think we want it all. We just have our mindset as the job's not done, so we want to bring home a gold ball.
It was interesting. When we got on the bus and we're going back, the kids were sort of like business as usual.
And that calm, cool, and collected demeanor
Allie, you got it.
Comes from Steve Krupke.
We try not to dwell in the negative, but we also try not to get too confident or cocky in the good things.
Good night.
And his next pitch mindset.
You know, there's going to be a bad hop. You might get called out on a bad pitch. You know, a good pitch might be blooped for a single. You know, you can't dwell on it.
Instead, you just move on to the next.
That a kid. Good barrel.
A mindset Krupke hopes his Cardinals take with them.
Nice.
When adversity hits.
There's going to be a job you won't get. You know, there's going to be, you know, someone makes a decision that doesn't go your way. I mean, you can become a victim, or you can move on and try to learn from it and grow from it.
You can say life is just a game, so it's just a game. Shake it off, get over it. Next thing's coming. You can't sit there and dwell on it and regret something.
Ready?
You move on to that next pitch. Willie Adames back after missing 10 games for the Brewers, and he made his presence felt instantly against the Orioles. First at bat back, and Adames says cheese with a little solo shot to put the crew up 1-0. Then in the third, a more long ball. Monday night's walk-off winner, Joey Weimer, makes the ball go wee with an Oppo taco. Brewers win 10-2, the final. We're a day away from the AmFam Championship teeing off at University Ridge, where we hope either Jerry Kelly takes home his third tournament title or Steve Schicker finally breaks through and claims his first AmFam win. And the Wisconsin duo will hit the links on Friday pretty close to each other. Kelly will tee off at 10:50 Friday morning, while Stricker steps onto the first tee box at 11:10. That's it for morning sports. Have a great day.
Thanks, Zach. Coming up, ways to save if you're planning a summer getaway.
And if you're heading out today for that getaway, a look at gas prices this morning, both here in Dane County and across the state. We'll be right back.
Channel 3000 Plus. Watch from your streaming media player or mobile device.
Welcome back. We always ask you to share your morning with us. Linda sent in this stunner of a sky on fire.
It looks wonderful. I love that. It's like quintessential summer with the water and the sunset. Lovely picture. Thank you for sharing it with us, Linda. You can do the same. Just use the hashtag MyNews3Morning when you post on social media. All right, summertime is just about here. Summer break for kiddos starts next week or this weekend. Thursday and Friday is the last day for a lot of students around here. So if you're thinking about that family vacation, we've got a little help for you this morning. You got to deal with those airlines a lot. Inflation is another thing to think of this summer. So we've got some help for you. Number one, flexibility is key. Try flying during the week maybe, and make sure you're booking ahead of time. Number two, set fare alerts. You can get comparable prices on flights on your phone, right? Check for those. Number three, explore different airports. Compare to see where you can save. And finally, Skip expensive hotels, perhaps, and explore some rentals, guest houses or hostels.
Do you folks have any plans to travel this summer?
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know if I'm going to be flying anywhere.
Where are you going?
I don't know. Find somewhere to go.
Chris?
With 4 kids, it's like
$1 million.
Impossible to travel. Yeah.
$10,000 for 4 plane tickets.
I know. So road trips, packing a lot of snacks. Got to have that big snack bag.
I need snacks. I'm 32 years old, and you better be giving me snacks.
Does Zeke travel okay? How does Zeke travel?
Travel's great. We haven't flown with him yet. We're going to Chile.
Whoa.
We got a 42-mile backpacking trip planned. Baby Zeke is not going to that.
Oh, I think you would love that.
Yeah.
Show me some pictures.
His dad wouldn't. His dad's got to carry him the whole time.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it.
All right.
Extra workout.
It is a chilly start to your morning, folks. We're going to have that and your weekend forecast that includes a chance of rain next. This morning, the price of food. A new report shows a shift in how we're buying groceries.
Plus, it's a busy season at the state capitol. We'll take a look at a bill that would make it harder to get unemployment benefits.
And a first look outside this morning. Chillier than it was yesterday. We're going to see how the rest of the day is shaping up, aren't we, Kelly?
Yeah, we've got temperatures that have been dropping into the 30s and even the 40s for most of us this morning. It is starting to warm up, and we got a beautiful day today. We'll talk more about it coming up.
Good Thursday morning, everyone. Welcome to News 3 Now this morning. I'm Chris Stanford.
And I'm Leah Lynchide. Thanks for waking up with us. You're going to need a jacket if you're heading out the door right now. Some parts of Wisconsin, northern Wisconsin, are at freezing temperatures.
Yeah, hard to believe. We're talking about June 8th
Yeah.
and 32 degrees up in Tomahawk and Land O'Lakes this morning. Right now, we're in the 40s, so you'll still need the jacket. Probably over the next hour or so, you may be able to shed that jacket if you're not out for any duration anyway. 47 in Madison, 52 in Janesville, 46 in the Dells. We've still got 39 in Camp Douglas, coming up a little bit, 40 right now in Black River Falls. So a chilly start to the morning. We have this northeast wind, and we're a lot colder than yesterday morning. We're 10 degrees colder, 20 degrees colder. Of course, they started out in the 60s out in western parts of the state. Quite a bit cooler this morning, so definitely need the jacket. Sunshine for the next few days, going to warm us up nicely this afternoon. That'll continue into tomorrow and also Saturday. And by Saturday, I think we'll be in the mid-80s. That's out ahead of a front that's going to bring us some showers and thunderstorms. It looks like mainly Saturday evening, Saturday night, and that's when we're looking at some rain to be moving in. Otherwise, a lot of sunshine today. Low 70s early this afternoon, tapping out in the mid-70s. Northeast wind keeps that humidity down. 47 right now. The winds are fairly light. Temperatures rising up close to 70 by the noon hour. We do have some rain for the weekend. We'll see how much rain we can expect and when we can expect it coming up in about 15 minutes.
Okay, Kelly, thank you very much. Let's take a live look now at a still hazy New York skyline where air quality has hit the worst on record since the 1960s. Smoke continues to drift down from Canadian wildfires where nearly 4 million acres of land are now destroyed. Nearly every major event from musicals to sporting games in New York City all being postponed until that smoke clears. Now let's take a look at a nationwide map showing you just how bad the air is. Most of the western portion of the country in green, right? But check out the northeast part of the United States, all red here. That shows areas considered unhealthy. Right around New York State, where you see that purple and that deep maroon, that's downright hazardous. A look now at Wisconsin. The air quality this morning, mostly good. You can see delineated by the yellow here that there's a moderate monitor in Madison and in Milwaukee. Kelly says this could get worse as the day goes on, but as we head into the weekend, higher winds should clear up our air. More advisories, though, could pop up in the days and the weeks to come. Our First Warn Weather team is your home for the most accurate forecast in town. We're going to keep an eye on those air quality concerns and give you updates with your daily forecast over on our First Warn Weather app.
To news on your money now and just how far it's going at the grocery store. A new report says people are spending more on groceries, even though they're buying less. The market research firm Kirkana reports this year sales of fresh eggs fell nearly 5% compared to the same period in 2022. It also reported that milk and packaged bread dropped nearly 4%. However, prices on each of these items have risen. Fresh eggs by more than 48%, bread prices by more than 12%, and milk by 5%. Grocery sales are still up compared to 2019. Analysts say it isn't an increase of a sign of extra cash. It's actually a sign that people are trading down from restaurants to preparing food at home.
A live look now at the Wisconsin State Capitol, where we're reporting on how lawmakers are spending your tax dollars. They're working on the state's budget right now. One of the bills they're taking a look at, stricter requirements for unemployment benefits. That would allow employers to report people for declining or not showing up to interviews. The bill comes after Wisconsin voters approved an advisory referendum question on their ballot saying adults should look for work to receive government assistance. The measure is on its way to Governor Evers' desk. He is likely to veto it.
Another bill headed to the governor would require the Parole Commission to post decisions online about who's been granted and denied parole. Republicans criticized the Parole Commission after a paroled convicted murderer, Douglas Balsowich. Balsowich served 25 years of an 80-year sentence for fatally stabbing his wife. Her family said they were not notified until days before his release. Governor Evers rescinded that request. The governor has not yet said whether he'll sign this bill into law.
More local news now. Madison police say they're investigating reports of someone shooting pellets from an airsoft gun at people walking downtown. Officers say this happened Monday night around the area of King and Wilson Streets. Here's exactly where the reports came in from. A man said he was hit in the head and the shoulder by those pellets. About an hour later, there was another report of someone shooting an airsoft gun on the other side of the Capitol Square, aiming at pedestrians. Police are hoping you might have some information that could help them identify a suspect. If you do, you can call Crime Stoppers at 608-266-6014. Well, we are halfway through Madison Bike Week with events scheduled every day this week to highlight the bike-friendly city we live in. Madison is considered a top biking city in the U.S. All week long, you can find group rides, mobile repair shops, even lectures about e-bikes or how to choose the right bicycle. Mayor Satya Rhodes Conway says Madison is just one of 5 American cities to be recognized with a Platinum Bicycle Community designation. That means cyclists in town have plenty of routes to explore.
We have 85 miles of off-street paths and protected bikeways and more than 157 miles of bike lanes and bike boulevards. That's the backbone of our infrastructure, and it's growing all the time.
If you're looking for ways to celebrate Madison's Bike City designation today, you can check out the free Bikes for Kids workshop and tailgate party that's happening along the Capitol City Trail. Maybe pop by if you're commuting home on your bike. It's a free event. It runs from 3 to 6 this afternoon.
The latest U.S. drought monitor shows much of Wisconsin is facing abnormally dry condition, and that has made farming, especially in southern Wisconsin, pretty tough. They're seeing little to no growth from those crops. Many, including a 4th-generation farmer, Jacob Eister of Stoughton, have resorted to long hours of irrigating their fields, resulting in nearly 80 hours of extra work a week for him and his family. And there's no short-term fix for this either, and no short-term relief in the forecast. The next chances of rain are this weekend, but they'll likely have limited impact on crops. Well, take a look at this. Iowa has earned a spot in the Guinness Book of World Records with this giant inflatable ribbon. It's more than 25 feet tall. The breast cancer awareness ribbon took months to make and was sewn by hand. The couple who made the balloon wanted to help inspire others after a breast cancer discovery themselves in 2020. The ribbon will sit along the route for the Especially for You race in Cedar Rapids, where up to 16,000 runners will pass it.
Perfect reminder for Breast Cancer Awareness Month and the More Than Pink race, the Susan G. Komen race happening Saturday here locally. 6:37. Coming up, AI and your health. A new study shows there's a lot of room for improvement for chatbots to help in a medical emergency.
And we are waking up to chilly temperatures in the 40s this morning. We've got warmer weather, and we'll take a look at that chance of rain for the weekend and how much we can expect coming up in your first warm forecast.
Plus, it is 608 day, our favorite day of the year, June 8th, of course, and we're live in the 608 as we're talking about how you can support local businesses, but also give back to the community. When News 3 Now this morning continues.
You're watching News 3 Now this morning.
Welcome back on the Health Watch. A new study out this morning raises questions about ChatGPT's ability to help during medical emergencies. In the study, the chatbot was asked serious public health questions related to abuse, suicide, and other medical crises. ChatGPT provided critical resources only 22% of the time. The study recommends public agencies help AI companies ensure that important resources are part of AI systems. For example, a chatbot could maybe recognize signs of addiction or depression if somebody asks certain questions of it. It could then provide health resources in its interactions with that person.
641, Kelly Slifka's outside here. Are things warming up out there yet?
Starting to turn the corner as the sun has been out now for an hour or so. So starting to warm up. Still a little bit chilly this morning. And we've got some warmer weather, though, headed our way over the next couple of days. And I know if you're like me, I'm always planning for the weekend earlier. Looking at the weekend looking pretty good Saturday. It won't be until Saturday night that we're looking at for some showers and thunderstorms. If you have one day to pick for the weekend, I would pick it Saturday. So that rain will probably hold off until the evening here in the Madison area. Sunday does not look great. It's going to be a chilly rain with cloudy skies and that northeast wind. Temperatures only in the 60s and that steady rain throughout the morning. We need the rain. Unfortunately, it's going to be coming through the weekend. All right, look at temperatures. We've had some below freezing temperatures or near freezing temperatures up in northern Wisconsin, the UP of Michigan. Right now it's 35 in Ironwood, 36 in Rhinelander. We're sitting at 47. It does warm up quickly as you get closer to Minnesota and Iowa, where temperatures are starting out in the 60s. A lot of sunshine the next couple of days. You'll probably notice a little bit of a milkish white today as some of that smoke from the wildfires starts to return. Warming through the 70s today into the mid-80s, it looks like, by Saturday. It looks like the best chance of rain will come in late Saturday evening, Saturday night, and continuing into Sunday. We'll be on the bad side of the storm system, if you will. We'll be on the cool side of it, and that'll bring us that rain Sunday. Right now, high pressure building in from the north. That's what's brought the clear skies and also the cool temperatures this morning. That'll be sliding onto our east. But with it, underneath that, we are seeing some of that smoke returning today. Thankfully, it's aloft. It's well above the surface, really not causing problems for us humans on the surface, but we will notice that milkish white today. The thickest fog or thickest smoke will be staying off to our east across parts of Michigan, and it may clear out a little bit going into tomorrow afternoon. Still a little bit around, but not as bad as today. Temperatures right now, 47 in Madison, 48 in the Dalles. Just updated Camp Douglas got out of the 30s, now at 41, 52 in Monroe and also Janesville. Across Dane County, we've got 48 in Cottage Grove and also Sun Prairie. 49 in Perry and Mount Horeb sitting at 48 this morning. So still a little bit chilly, but we'll rise quickly through the 50s, 60s. Noon hour should be up close to 70. Later today, mid-70s. Pretty close to our average for this time of the year. Future track, we're looking at that chance of rain this weekend. As mentioned, most of Saturday during the daytime hours, we're out boating, we're out doing outdoor activities, should be okay. But as we go into Saturday evening, some showers and storms developing up to our north. Rainfall amounts start to move into the Madison area, and then when all is said and done by Sunday, we're looking at maybe upwards of 3/4 of an inch here in the Madison area. Some of these amounts might be overdoing it, but at least all of us will see some rain Saturday night going into a Sunday. Meantime, dry the next couple of days. Still a chilly morning tomorrow, up to 82 in the afternoon. Partly sunny skies most of Saturday. That chance of rain holding off until the evening hours, and more rain, cool rain at that on Sunday before gradually warming up back in the 80s by the middle part of next week.
Okay, Kelly, thank you very much. It's 6:45. Today is June 8th, otherwise known as 608 Day.
608, 608.
Chris is pumped to talk to Josh Breiter about all the happenings in the 608 Day. He's got a cheer for you, Josh. Maybe you come back and there's like a full sort of celebration on your desk.
There will not be a full celebration. But I am excited because what a day to give back to the community that's given us so much.
Oh my gosh, you better believe it. And it's such a beautiful day to be able to have 608 Day, guys. I really wanted to join you with the chant, but with the delay, I'm like, I'm just going to screw it up. But good chant there, Chris. I'm really liking that. And what's really great about this day is we're live at Hilldale, where we've been all morning, featuring local businesses that are either doing deals for $6.08 or $6.08 off, and then giving back to a charity of their choosing. And there's also going to be performers here like there was last year. This is the second time they've been doing that. Amalia Goldberg is back with us. You did so great last year.
Thank you so
We
much.
had to have you back.
Yes.
So you're one of 9 performers that are going to be out here tonight. And this is really more than just performing for you, because you guys are doing this with a mission behind it.
That is correct. So beginning tonight from about 5 to 8 p.m., we will have 9 singers who will be coming in, and they'll be singing about 3 to 4 songs of their choice. However, this isn't just singing songs and performing. This really is to help support nonprofits of the Madison area, including, we've got Urban Triage, we have also Ronald McDonald House, the Girls and Boys Club, and I am personally choosing the American Parkinson's Association. So.
And this is, that's a personal choice for you.
It is, actually. My father, who is pretty well known in the community, actually has been suffering for 14 years now. And it's really hard to see this brilliant man whittle away to nothing. So I think there needs to be a lot more awareness as to what's going on in our community, and now's the time to support one another.
Yeah, you're trying to kind of put a bright spot in life right now, too, and that's really the point of this whole cabaret series that you guys are doing. And you've got a little tease for us here this morning.
I do.
It's a beautiful morning. You know, we have some blue skies up overhead.
We do. How appropriate right now.
What are you going to be singing?
Well, guess what? Blue skies smiling at me, nothing but blue skies do I see. Bluebirds singing a song, nothing but bluebirds all day long. Never saw the sun shining so bright, never saw things going so right. Noticing the days hurrying by, when you're in love, my, how they fly. Blue days, all of them gone, nothing but blue skies from now on.
Beautiful.
Thank you.
Thank you. And what a perfect morning for that song. Really.
Agreed. Thank you so much.
So come on out, support you tonight. You and 9 singers out here for a good cause.
Yes, absolutely. Come on out and support us and come enjoy some wonderful music.
Between 5 and 8 right here on the Plaza.
5 and 8 p.m. right here at the Plaza.
Going to be a beautiful night for it. Amalia, thank you so much for coming back again this year. If you'd like to learn more about how Hilldale is giving back, you can go to the story up on channel3000.com. If that doesn't put you in a good mood on a Thursday morning, guys, I don't know what will. What a perfect day to celebrate 608 Day.
Will you try harmonizing with her?
Let's go.
Can you try to harmonize?
Absolutely not.
Have her hold a note.
Thinking
to myself, I'm like, yeah, seriously, that's so good. And then I have to follow up with that. It's like, there's no way. They're trying to, can I harmonize with you? And I'm like, no, that's not my gig.
Come on, Josh.
I can talk to the camera like this, but when it comes to that, no.
Can you harmonize with her?
How about we harmonize?
Okay. Okay. I got the melody. You got the harmony. Oh, now I'm nervous. Okay.
Just hold a note and I'll try to harmonize with it.
Jesus. Okay. Blue skies. Cut us off. Josh Spreiter. Great story today. We love it. 608 Day.
Remember, let Josh know what inspires you in the 608. Reach out on social media or email him for a chance to be featured.
That was awful television, and we apologize. I will never sing again on live TV. 6:49. Coming up in the morning sprint, all the top local headlines you need to start your day.
If you got a little kiddo turning 3 soon, let us know so we can put their picture on TV. We'll be right back.
Sponsored by Three Bears Resort, Indoor Water Park and Conference Center in Warrens, Wisconsin.
6:52, time for the morning sprint.
The Madison School Board is considering new rules for how schools respond when kids get in trouble. More specific language around drug possession and distribution, fights involving staff, and fake weapons are among the changes. It would also ban out-of-school suspensions for kids in K through 5th grades. The board plans on voting on those changes on the 26th.
1 day away from the AmFam Championship teeing off at University Ridge, where either Jerry Kelly takes home his 3rd tournament title this year, or Steve Stricker finally breaks through and claims his first AmFam win. The Wisconsin duo is going to hit the links pretty close together tomorrow. Kelly's teeing off at 10:50, while Stricker will step on the first tee at 11:10 tomorrow. Leah and Josh are going to be out at University Ridge with everything you need to know if you're planning on going to the AmFam Championships.
The governor of New York approving 1 million N95 masks for residents as that state experiences the worst air quality on record since the 60s. A ground stop at the John F. Kennedy International Airport is lifted this morning, but events around the state continue to be canceled. Here in Wisconsin, air quality is improving with no major alerts.
The Wisconsin State Senate moving a bill to the governor's desk that would bar state and local governments from restricting gas-powered vehicle sales. It passed along party lines, along with another bill preventing restrictions on connecting a utility service based on its source of energy. This bill joins 7 other bills in a package that the governor will mostly veto.
The federal student loan forgiveness program moving forward in some capacity, at least for now. This after President Biden vetoed a congressional effort to eliminate the program. It is still facing legal challenges. The fate of the program rests with the Supreme Court, who plans to make their decision sometime this summer. If they decide against it, student loan payments pick back up this fall.
A New York City judge says the city is filing a lawsuit against counties closing their borders to asylum seekers. Nearly half of the state's counties are trying to block a response to the statewide emergency by closing their borders through executive orders. The judge says the counties are violating several state laws, and those executive orders are now void.
The longest 20 minutes of my life. Those are words from a Parkland, Florida school student and the first witness in a trial against a deputy there. The former sheriff's deputy is on trial for staying outside the school during a shooting that killed 17 people inside. He's accused of failing to do his job and confront the shooter. Charges include 7 counts of child neglect, 3 counts of culpable negligence.
A woman under arrest days after she was accused of shooting and killing her neighbor whose kids were playing outside of their home. The shooting happened last week after the victim's children approached the shooter about an iPad they left behind while playing outside. The shooter yelled and threw a roller skate at the kids, leading to the deadly confrontation. She claims self-defense, though, under the Stand Your Ground law, but law enforcement disagrees.
All right, 5 minutes away from 7 o'clock as we look at our sky cam from Platteville Queen Bee Radio. We've got a lot of blue out there, just some high, thin cirrus clouds. Boy, I tell you what, the landscape looking really brown. Needs some rain. We do have that in the forecast this weekend. Starting to warm up after the chilly conditions this morning. 52 in Madison, still 46 in Lone Rock, 41 in Camp Douglas, where they were in the 30s this morning. Temperatures rising through the 60s, should be up close to 70 here at the noon hour. We still have this northeast wind that's keeping that humidity very low, so our temperatures vary quite a bit. We'll head into the mid-70s, pretty close to our typical average high for this time of the year. As you plan your day, looking at the temperatures to climb close to 70 here at the noon hour, should be topping out in the mid-70s. A lot of sunshine, a little bit of haze from some of the smoke from the wildfires the next couple of days. Warming up to 82 tomorrow. I think the best day of the weekend is going to be Saturday, so plan around that because Sunday is looking pretty wet and rather cool. Temperatures only in the 60s. We do recover into the 80s by Tuesday and Wednesday.
Couple chances for a drink of water.
Yeah, it looks like it'll be mainly Saturday night and Sunday.
Kelly, thank you.
All right, make sure you're participating in 608 Day. Everybody support local.